for coming to my channel. This is Midnight Moon Tarot and I'm Diana. This reading is for the astrological sign of Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, or anywhere in your birth chart that Cancer might appear. Also, if you're new to my channel, I'd like to take just a second and invite you to subscribe and click that little bell so that you're sure to be notified whenever I upload new content. Also, in the description box below, you'll find links to my social media, my Patreon, my PayPal, and links to some really cool things on Amazon I think you guys will like. Okay, so this reading is for June 2020. Keeping in mind that all tarot readings are timeless, so whether you come across this reading right after I upload, a week, month, or even a year from now, if you feel drawn to watch it, most likely you will find a message for you within the reading. And also, if it doesn't completely resonate with you, just consider your other planetary placements and listen to those signs as well for additional messages. Okay, so let's go ahead and calibrate these cards to the astrological sign of Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter, and ask our angels, guides, and ancestors for any love messages for Cancer for the month of June 2020. Spirit, what love messages do you have for Cancer for June 2020? Okay, one more time. All right, I'm going to divide these into 3 stacks. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay. All right, the card on the bottom of the deck is the Four of Wands. This is the overall energy for your reading for June 2020. Now, as we go through your spread, I'm going to show you how this card's going to relate to the other cards that come up in your reading. And when we talk about the Four of Wands, we're talking about that really loving, happy, joyous connection that you have with someone. You see the Four Wands resemble the numbers 1111, which is indicating a soulmate type relationship. And you see there's a celebration going on here. So this could mean some really good times coming up for you romantically for the month of June 2020. All right. We're also having 2 lunar eclipses as well as a solar eclipse, which is going to have a very big impact on everyone. Okay. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and lay these cards out, and for those of you who are new here, I do 4 rows. The first row is about you, what you may have been going through, things you're currently dealing with, and things, people, and opportunities that are coming towards you. The second row is the same thing, only it's for your twin flame, your soulmate, karmic partner, beloved, intended. This could be an ex that you would like to reconcile with. But generally, it is the person that you think of the most, when you think of when you first wake up in the morning, and the last one you're thinking of when you go to sleep at night. The third column has to do with, excuse me, obstacles, challenges, what's blocking you from getting to where you need to be. And in the fourth row, it has to do with outcome. All right, now I've just laid out 2 cards in each row for 8 cards. I'm going to do that 2 more times for a grand total of 24 cards. So by the time we get to the end of the reading, we have a pretty good idea about what's going on for you, Cancer. So we have the 6 of Cups as well as the King of Pentacles, and you may be dealing with an earth sign. Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. This person could be someone who you view as your soulmate, or who is actually in a soulmate position with you, and they've been on your mind for a while, and it looks like things are going to finally start moving forward. We have the 3 of Swords as well as the Knight of Swords in your partner's column. So there may have been some questions about infidelity or feelings about someone from their past, or maybe someone that might be around just a little too much. They may be feeling a little insecure that you may have these type things going on. Anyway, so when we have this Knight of Swords, this shows me that your person is really going to be pursuing this connection with you, and this is going to become less and less significant for them because they are deciding that they want to really move forward in this relationship. Now, your obstacles and challenges and your blockages, we have this Tower, which is fallen, and we have the Knight of Wands, which tells me that, you know, you're ready to pursue this. You want to move forward. You're tired of the stagnation. Now, where you may have had some issues before and your partner may have been somewhat insecure or turning the tables on you and making you feel insecure, this is coming to an end. This is a situation that was never any good. The both of you see that this game playing is not any good. So even though these are in your obstacles and challenges, it's showing me that that particular situation is ending and that both of you are going to pursue this relationship very seriously. Okay, so in your outcome, we have the Eight of Swords as well as the Knight of Cups, and it's going to have this Eight of Swords. You know, this talks about mental prisons. It talks about being afraid to move forward. It can be an actual prison. It can be a cage. Generally speaking, it is about our own fears that are holding us captive, that are keeping us from moving forward and pursuing the things that we want. So you may have previously been hurt before in love as well as your partner, which is making you maybe somewhat hold back more than you should, okay? But after that fallen tower, it gives you that opportunity for regrowth and to build the relationship more deeply, and to be able to bring out those feelings of closeness and that soulmate connection that you have with your earth sign. And this little situation's been going on for a number of months in your readings, okay? And it looks like it's finally, the tables are finally starting to turn just a little bit and in your favor. All right, so when we get to your column again, we have Temperance as well as the Knight of Wands. Your partner has the Two of Swords and the Queen of Cups, okay? Your obstacles and challenges are the Knight of Pentacles and the Hermit. And in your outcome, we have the Nine of Pentacles and the Moon. All right, now we were talking about those eclipses just a minute ago. Okay, so with this Temperance, this is telling me that the two of you are finding that balance again in your relationship. But at the same time, you're still feeling as if you're guarded, like you're always waiting for that other shoe to drop. You're afraid that things might revert and go back to the way they were before, which is not what you want. But you really, really have to be careful of that, because oftentimes when we have these fears and anxieties, when we focus on them too much, they can actually manifest in our life. Like even in psychology, they call it a self-fulfilling prophecy. Spiritually, people call it the law of attraction. You're going to receive back whatever it is that you put out there into the universe. And so you are looking for that balance. You want to give love and get love. All right, so your partner is seeing you as this beautiful Queen of Cups, as the nurturing, loving, sensitive, caring type person that you are. Okay, now of course they had some decisions that they had to make in the past and maybe let go of a relationship that they were maybe spiritually bonded to or tied to in the past. And now that they've let go of that, now that they've made the decision and they are using their head over their heart, they are making the decision that you are their Queen of Cups, that they are pursuing in their life right now. Now your obstacles and challenges, well, it just seems like, you know, maybe it's moving a little slower than you would like. This Knight of Pentacles always takes his time. He's somebody that really, it's more sure-footed. They want to take their time and make sure that everything is exactly the way that they want it to be. And the Hermit tells us that, you know, you're going to be looking back over how you got to where you are right now and where you are going in the future, and that you want this new relationship that you're having to be more stable. You need this security in your life, okay? And even though if it is moving slow and steady, after that tower that had fallen recently, of course you want things to be rebuilt more on a solid foundation than what you've previously been experiencing with this partner. Okay, and then we have the moon, and the moon talks about things that are being revealed. And as I spoke in the intro, we do have a couple of lunar eclipses that are coming up in June, and they are around this time going to reveal to you some things that maybe you didn't know, or maybe you wish you'd never known. But it gives it the opportunity for it to be cleared out, okay? Just like with that tower. Once you know about it, okay, you can deal with it. It's the secrecy, it's the dishonesty, it's the feeling manipulated when you don't know exactly what all is going on. It makes you feel as if, you know, you could make different choices if you had known about these things to start with, but I really don't think it's going to be that big of a deal to you. It's with this Nine of Pentacles, it shows me that you are willing to become this Queen of Cups and to plant these seeds and to focus on your future and to grow and acquire all of the things that you need in order to make this relationship successful. Now we're in our third set of four rows, and we've got the King of Wands as well as the Hierophant. And we have the Eight of Wands as well as the Nine of Swords in your partner. In your obstacles and challenges, we have that Queen of Swords and the Death card. And in your in your outcome, we have the Five of Wands and the Justice card. Okay, so the Hierophant shows me that this is somebody that you do seek that true balance with, that you do see as your King of Pentacles and you do see as your soulmate. This is someone that you view as your long-term life partner, that you seek that balance with. Now, this could very well be someone who is on the Aries-Taurus cusp. It could be someone that is on the Sagittarius-Capricorn cusp or the Leo-Virgo cusp. Okay, so this is somebody that has just a little bit of fire in them, someone that makes them a little more passionate than just the typical earth sign. All right, and this is somebody that you feel really strongly about. Again, you know, this is husband or wifey material that you're dealing with here, and you want to make sure that you do it right, which is a blessing that you had the Tower card earlier, and the illumination from after the eclipses, where you find out all of the nitty-gritty and all the dirt on this subject and you can finally just let it go, and there's no more need to you know, take your time. This is something you maybe really need to pursue a little bit more and put all of your energy in. Your partner has been worried and very concerned that there are some things that you're going to find out. It's been bothering them and keeping them up at night. They've been worried so much about how you would, what your take on it would be. It most likely involves an air sign, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. Maybe this is their partner from previously. Where did that thing go? Yeah. Where did it go? Okay. Oh, I don't see it. I'm not going to dig for it. Cards are stacked up too deep now. But anyway, so this is definitely the ending of that relationship. They have finally had their closure. This is where that where the solar eclipse comes in handy, because it completely completely blocks out everything. And this is the time that this relationship that your partner may have been holding on to, even if it's only been mentally or emotionally, this is the time that now it's completely cut off and completely finished, and it is no longer anything that has to be a concern of yours or your partner's. And with the Justice card and the Five of Wands, there's, like I said, these things that you're going to find out as this with this Moon card. This is definitely your time to become more gracious and understanding that everybody is a human. Everybody heals from relationships on different timelines. And if your partner had been hanging on, even if it's just been emotionally or not physically, but just emotionally, mentally, however they've been hanging on to this relationship, don't let it disturb you. Don't let it cause petty arguments. Just be understanding that your partner is a human being, okay? So I am going to pull just one or two more extra cards out of here just randomly. And we have the Three of Wands, which is beautiful because, you know, this is you waiting on your ships to come in, so to speak. You've put in the work. You put in the work, and you are ready to, you know, have this come to fruition, just like your Nine of Pentacles. And the Four of Wands, I'm sorry, it's right after the Three of Wands. And it is something that, you know, it shows me that, you know, now that you are putting all of that effort into it, everything's going to fall into place for you with this relationship. And it's been a long time coming. It's been, you know, a lot of stop and start with this relationship, and maybe some separations, different things like that that have been going on. But now is the time that all that is coming to an end, and any outside influences are now erased. And everything in this relationship is going to just blossom and grow exactly the way that you want it to. Okay, Cancer, so that is your love reading for June 2020, and I hope you guys enjoyed that. And I just want to tell you guys thank you so much for all of your comments, likes, subscribes, and shares. It means so much to me, and I really, really appreciate each and every one of you. Okay, all right, bye-bye. Love you.